Kevin. It's a Tuesday night. Pretty relaxed. And we're gonna dig into some programming things. Wanted to do a test. And if you saw the other day, I made a script that was yanked from various other scripts, just a hodgepodge of Frankenstein monster bullshit, to update all my screens. This right here, update my LCDs. I can sit here like this and then be able to switch between one configuration and another configuration. I'm going to turn down that music just a little bit. Okay, there we go. Getting a little loud there. What level I need to set that on. But, so we made the script. Here it is. It's really simple. It's not long at all. Pretty self-contained. I'm calling it the LCD Custom Data Program Block. Take a look at this thing. Here you can see what panel and what commands have been fed into the custom data section. And that's all this does. The entirety of this script is to go into an LCD that you've set, that you've pre-configured, and then insert commands of your choice into the custom data section. Now, if you're familiar with M-Master's Automatic LCD 2 and his original one, I mean, they both work basically the same way. That's what you do, is that you put these commands into the custom data, and then the LCD script changes it accordingly. Well, what I'm developing is a series of systems that utilize that particular feature of automatic LCD. I'm going to turn automatic LCD into my fucking GUI, okay? That's what it really boils down to. And I'm creating a series of back-end programs that are literally, they're one-off type of programs. You execute them, but there's no timer block that necessarily needs to be behind them constantly running, okay? What they do is they run a single command, and then they feed the output to a display, or, you know, cause an action to happen. You'll see the whole way I'm setting this up is I'm doing it this way. I'm using my own console here, the captain's console, literally as a little editor. Once I've written the script, this whole script right here will you can tie to a group button on a console, you know, like the 1, 2, 3, or 4, or C. 1, C2, C3, any one of those banks. You know, you can assign, you can take and pull a program block down to it, and then select the run option, and then feed a string, you know, an argument into the run parameter. You know, okay. Well, this is an example of one of the parameters that, or one of the arguments that sets up this whole configuration here. Simply put, it's saying that on ST001 dash open bracket LCD close bracket bridge 0001, and then the pipe center, and then these, and this is just all straight up text that's fed to the screen. And if you look up here, right up there, you can actually see where it says jump drive charge, okay? And that's, I'm writing that, it's centered on the screen, and then I do the charge. And if you notice here, okay, this section right here is the LCD you're going to affect, okay? Everything on one side of this pipe, on the left side, so to speak, or the front side, is the LCD that you want to affect. This right here is the actual command that you feed into the LCD. Okay. Now, if you notice here that these are commands separated by semicolons, so in reality this is a series of commands. The first command is to write this text centered, then the next command is to display the charge of the jump drive, then we do the text command 2 that's centered, power summary, and then we display this power command. And the charge and the power command are actually part of MMaster's automatic LCD too, okay? Actually, all these commands are. But here's the point. This will work with any LCD. So any script that somebody uses that updates LCDs and uses the custom data section as its way of configuration, this whole little script that I've written will work for that. Any LCD script that utilizes the custom data can be manipulated with my script, and I fully intend to actually add more to it and be able to also update other aspects of the LCD like color and whatnot, because I'm in the process of writing essentially what is going to be a display subsystem for a group of program blocks that will run at different intervals, and some of them will just be one-off, initiated when they're demanded. But I'm going to create a ship OS. I think some other people are working on the same idea, and maybe we'll collab to one degree or another. I don't know, maybe not, or we'll steal code from each other, whatever. But MMaster's automatic LCD is almost like a really, I mean, it's the perfect bootstrap for LCDs. Serious shit, it really is. And then it also has built-in commands for retrieving data from various systems, but it doesn't have any decision-making functions designed into it. So what I'm really thinking about is more on the decision-making automation side of it. But I also want to, well, okay, and when I say decision-making, I'm not talking about, oh, hey, let's control refineries. There's a ton of scripts out there that do the refineries. But what you don't have is a bootstrapping system. And what I mean by that is a program block or set of program blocks that you run that literally will look at your entire ship, look at every block that you have, and then start doing, creating group names and setting up, like, okay, if the system can detect, if I can write in, a subroutine that will look at and detect whether or not there's multiple floors, okay, of a ship, I could take and automatically create groups for floor 1, floor 2, floor 3, floor 4, or if there are rooms and I can detect through a subroutine in the script whether or not there are rooms with a closed door with a light in them, and I can make those stand out. The main thing here, and what I mean by stand out, is remove them from any of the floor groupings, so they're not, if you're changing the lights on the floor, you don't necessarily want to change the lights in somebody's room. You know what I'm saying? What's the point? But basically a system that sets up a lot of the initial automation that you need to go through on a ship. Set a ship prefix. It should renumber everything with the leading zeros and everything. In fact, that should be one of the chief things that it does, is that it renumbers everything so that there are leading zeros and that the numbering systems are proper. As well, there needs to be a coding scheme developed so that, okay, I'm going to pull that back. In reality, MMaster's automated LCD2 has the ability to report everything and get a list of just those things on your ship. So that's another way in way that MMaster's is a good part of this whole bootstrapping thing. He's gone a long ways and he hasn't gone far enough. But okay, long story short, okay, I'm back to this script here, and I'm trying to come up with better ways to actually input this long string here. So that's all this is a string. And just literally about 35-40 minutes ago, I was here on the computer working on this, and I thought, well, because I had everything on one line, one long string as an argument, instead of a carriage return line feed like in this situation here. And I was curious whether or not I could feed it in just like this with the line feeds in it. And sure enough, so long as every line is terminated with a semicolon, it will accept this string. So, I've discovered something, I guess you might say. Your command section should always be semicolon. Every command should be semicolon, and I'm going to stress that for anybody who wants to use my scripts. That I'm not going to post it on the workshop, but I will show you guys what it looks like, and so you can copy it, you know. But okay, here's what it looks like. In the public program section, I have nothing. In the save section, I have nothing. But here down the main script, the main section, I have this one string argument. That's it. Then I take... Oh, dang it. No, I don't want to say that. I take and I split the argument at the asterisk. And that's really important there, because when you come in here and you take a look, see how the beginning... Okay, this is the first command right here. Let me show you in entirety. And it affects my first LCD, which is right, this one right here where my arrow is pointing. So, in a nutshell, this is the first command for that, right here. We start in the second command. The delimiter for the argument is the @ sign. So let's go back over to the delimiter for each LCD is the @ sign, and then that command, LCD command string has its own delimiter, which is the pipe. With that in mind, let's and just to this portion is the LCD. This is the portion. This portion is the command for that LCD. Pipe sign, or the @ sign, takes us to the next command string. This is the LCD that we're going to command, and this is the command we're going to send to that LCD. Here's the next one, and each one of these lines is one, and you can see it right here. ST001-LCD bridge 02 03 04 05, and the associated command. Now, the first one actually is demonstrating the capabilities of what I've created here. Just inherently, it's part of the system, really. But what is that all about? I hear some gunfire. sure it's firing.
I had somebody come up and attack me, man. I'll go out there and prepare my shit now. I didn't have my HUD on, so I didn't notice anybody coming up until they were already there. I mean, obviously that had to have been a player, but I'm not seeing them on the board or anything. Let's see, what is damaged here? Several ion thrusters. Let's get out there and start fixing this shit. Is that it right there? Is that the guy? I think it is. I'll take his resources and use it to repair my stuff. At least a part of the ship. He was systematically going around killing all my guns. Well, kudos to him. He did a good job. But not good enough. Okay, I need to, small cargo, conveyor junction. Oh shit, I'm not gonna be able to do anything until I fix that. Dang it, no, it's dead too, so. Okay, let's go down here. Get some tubes. Actually, let's get this out. Then we need some motors. I need some of these too. Probably not that many, but I'm gonna go ahead and take them. Oh shit, that's... We got some stuff cut off. It will be until I get it repaired. Okay, fire up engines. Unlock. Okay, I don't think it's that guy. So this doesn't do repairs? Are you kidding me? Shit. Okay, I need interior plate. Computer.
I didn't get computer. Get these computers here. There's some plates. Probably going to need small tubes and displays too, so I might as well grab it. Okay, now let's and now for the Gatlin. Oh shit. Okay, let's go down there and repair that now. Construction. Interior. Motor and computer on that. Okay, we can put that back. Drop that in. Never needed reactor components. But I do need construction. Need some more. No. Need interior plates. And computer. Well, shit.
Okay, we'll go and do this with this for right now. Small tube. More small tube. Okay, let's grab some small tube real quick. What does this guy need here? Motor. Okay. Okay, we need a... That was definitely the weak side right there, because what he just took out was, and I'm going to go ahead and take out this light armor. Yeah, he took out just light armor, and that was so easy for him right there. Okay, and 7. Certain this is all going to get replaced with heavy armor, but I've barely armored the weapons yet. I've been armoring the skin mostly, but it's very, very good idea to try going for the weapons first. I don't see any damage on this ship, but I can lose that ship. I don't care. I don't want to lose this here. Ow. I just bounced off the ship. Okay, I need to get more motors. We definitely need to get more motors going here. God dang it. See, I don't know if that was really a person or if it was a NPC or something like that. We definitely got something coming. Okay, he's drifted off far enough. I don't think I'm going to be able to get him now. Unless I... Oh shit, I don't have guns there. See what kind of damage we got while we're down here. One thing I need to do right now is get my turret set. you
Interesting. Sometimes it doesn't. Looks like sometimes you definitely do need to put a semicolon after it, the line, and sometimes you don't. I'll have to sit around, play around until I find a rhyme or reason. And what I'm talking about is this right here. Sometimes when I put a semicolon at the end of the line, it came up with an unknown command thing. And then other times when I don't, like on this one, this command seemed to be unknown. And I think it all has to do with me on multiple lines, but yeah, we'll get it figured out. Let's get back to repairing. I need to make some more of these. Oh, fuck me running. I just might have put myself in a good passageway for enemies. Okay, I don't know why this is playing. But one thing for certain, I'm not going to go barreling through here in a slapstick fashion just because this weird music's playing. I'll be right back. Yeah, sorry for making you listen to this and everything, but I'm gonna make you listen to this. Well, shit, we are out of motors again. Frankly, I'm gonna go through a lot of them. But really, that was pretty cool. And then once I realized what was going on and I got on one of the guns myself, I quickly was able to start taking him out. And I don't know why my guns didn't fire. They were on. They just weren't firing at him. At least it didn't seem like they were. Okay. Get our shit together here. We need motors. Small cargo container 13. I need to identify that one. Show that one on HUD so I can figure out what's going on with it. No, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, didn't mean to do that one. Do that one there. Okay, we'll just go with this here and see how that works out. Hopefully we've got enough, but I suspect we don't. What do we need now? Large steel tubes, okay. Actually, I'm just going to do it this way. Uh-oh. Got some glitchiness here. I honestly thought I could carry more than that. $87 at a time is going to take a bit of time. Still faster than redocking, I think. One more time. If I go a fourth time, I'd definitely be pushing it. Okay, we got 261 left. Oops. I'm going to be paranoid about all the NPC traffic that comes through here. It's not like there's a lot, but there's enough. Because for some reason I think that was NPC. The lack of damage to anything but my guns. I don't know, it just seems so NPC-ish in its preciseness. She did stand up pretty well to her first attack, I will say. $53 computer left, 260 on large tubes, 300 some on motor, 31 on display. I think we're gonna definitely need some computers more. 7 something on 791, I think. Small tubes. Okay, here we go on that. Gonna need to go back inside and reevaluate the damage and where everything's at. Yeah, I don't think that he shot Intrepid at all. most of the damage was contained to this side and the other corner. Here, 1 second, right there. Let's go get that. Can't believe I was running around without my lights on anyway. That's ridiculous. Now that just makes me want to build that gun, because I was talking the other day about making this another turret nest with a group of 3 at the bottom and a group of 3 at the top, just like that. And this is what I'm defining as a turret nest. It's a corner of 3 turrets, one pointing in each face of the corner, and it seems pretty effective at covering everything at that angle is where it's coming from, if everything's deciding to fire, you know. I would say the station acquitted herself well in this first outing, but it definitely did a better job with a human present than with one not. Ooh, I have a slightly irregular idea. Yes, a slightly irregular idea. I'm thinking about building like a little observation area that kind of comes out a little bit right here on this. You kind of already see the floor, potential floor of it right now. All I just do is remove one of these blocks, specifically that one right there, and then right here I would reverse this and get rid of this block here, and instead would have it go straight, and then I would take and put one of those blocks right there. So I just basically move this all down. And part of me is also thinking about, why not, if I was going to go to that kind of trouble, why not bring it out a whole new, another block, then back in, so you have this little, like, I don't know, right in the center front of the ship. Okay, well, we're gonna go up here and we're not gonna dock necessarily, but I'm just gonna turn this off and hover over this pad here. Actually, let's do this, because in a way it's faster. And let's just change this to damaged. Okay. Six and 18. Turret 30. Not 29 as well. BLBT turret. What all the turrets I need to fix to light up. Okay. Now, I can plan to completely change this up here. So, given that that is my goal, I think I'm going to do this. That way, I don't have to go up and down the fucking stairs. Now, the things that need repaired. Okay, let's go ahead and to add to this. Look at Space Engineers. Fix your GPS bullshit right now. And I swear to God, they should make the window that allows you to connect to different servers be in this window right here, or have another tab for navigation. Actually, they should rechange this GPS to navigation, and this should be a whole navigation system where you can select and go to different targets, and then it will work with jump drives and things like that. You'll be able to essentially go over here and set a destination, and then hit jump, boom, and then you go. But seriously, this should be the... In fact, you know, you should be able to plot waypoints on this screen. Everything about navigation should be on this screen. I don't understand. Why not? I mean, guys, come on. You're calling yourself beta. This is still alpha level shit. Not really. I'm kidding. Don't... I'm being a bit bombastic, okay? I readily admit that, but at the same time, I do have a point that in many ways, I don't give a shit about your there's a certain lack of, how would you say, polish to this game. So yeah, I accept that it is a work in progress. But, I don't know, it's not keeping up with what I would expect. That would be the best way I could really put this. So now the only things that I see... Oh, I'm going to turn it off. Now the only things I see on my HUD should be things that need repaired. And that waypoint there. All the blue dots down here, except for Intrepid. Intrepid on my HUD on its own volition because of the fact that yeah, it really seemed like it was systematically going around and shooting just the guns. The remarkable amount of non-damage to anything other than guns was... makes me wonder if it's like, okay, was this a bot? Was that... was this, you know... Why is that one white and that one is blue? An interesting question. There you are. Come here, baby. That was the other guy at first. Now, there's some mod out there that this guy wrote that whenever one of your devices sustained damage, it would turn the HUD on for that, and then so when you went over and repaired it, it automatically cleared it out. I should find that mod and turn it back on, because that was pretty handy actually. You just really, the only thing you needed was to have your. Is that a script? Was that a script, not a mod? I think it was a script. I should go find that script and load her up. I'm about ready to change my whole paradigm for construction of my data processing centers. Okay, we need to find out what this one is lacking. Motor, computer, construction, steel plate. I should do some more motors here. I thought I had. I could have swore I had all that in here. I got it right there. I got motors. Sometimes I'll find things that, you know, items that have been damaged that for some reason or another, the welder will just not fix. I have to go and touch it physically with my own welder, and what I think it does is it gives, yep, there, that's what it is. It's giving me scrap metal, and that's yeah. Okay, got that one now. We got two on the lower side there, but we've also got this antenna. I don't know if I got it yet. Let's go over to it. Yeah, I was really disappointed that the full barrage of weapons weren't already trained on that bitch shooting it. And that wasn't happening. When I got into the console and started using the weapons, that's when you start seeing damage, that thing taking damage. Now, I have no idea whether there was a person, and I will research the ship design to see if I can figure out whether it was a person or not. Definitely know that thing needed some fixing. Oh, I don't have what he needs. Rondo. What a connector craves. I think I got everything. I'm gonna go search for a script right now. That will essentially always make the ship respond to threats. Okay, what we're gonna do here, we are going to go ahead and armor up. Let me get that, that, and that. And we are gonna come over here. Make this baby just a tad bit more impenetrable. Okay, this is being uncooperative, so I'll do it by hand, and then I'll weld it. Wait a second, do I hear gunfire again? Could just be the gun. Something is odd over here. There we go. Around this side here. Okay, let's go to 5. 6. 5. so I can see what's going on here. Turn on lights too. There we go. Okay, now let's go to 6 here. Put these corners in. I think I got them all, didn't I? I do believe so. Now let's get into this one here and do the exact same thing. Go to 5. I actually think this is probably a really important facet of survivability for these turrets, is the idea that they're going to be protected to a certain degree by armor. And I actually think maybe I should go ahead and take that down there, but we'll find out. We'll decide on that later. Right now, I can just do that. I think we're ready to go with 6. Two. Okay. And actually, I think that I need to take these guns down. I need to raise them up so that I can armor them better. I can armor the whole thing better. So I'm weighing that. Okay, I think now I need the corners. Six. Now see, eventually what I will do is I will have, I will continue this armor forward up to here, so it'll actually cover up this whole conduit thing. At least that's my plan in the long run. And for those who weren't here to view it, I just got attacked about an hour ago by assailants unknown. I don't know if they were humans or NPC. I really leave open the idea that it was NPC completely. Did a number on my turrets, and my turrets did not perform as expected, in the sense that they did not attack him. I had to get in the cockpit and take control of the turret before a turret actually even began to hit the target. So, as soon as I armor up and we get this welded, I am going to locate a good script for targeting any aggressor. I will let a ship pass by. As soon as it shoots me, as soon as anything shoots me, I want to take that fucker out of the air. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I'm thinking about it. You know what? I think all those posts should have that, honestly. Let's make certain that happens. Oh. And honestly, I don't want that squared off, or that angled one. I want a full square. Because it's going to be heavy armor. I don't have steel plate, are you kidding me? Well, I definitely can't do anything about that. I need to go back to the ship, honestly. We will deal with these guns later. But let's take care of all this right now. Let's take everything I got in my inventory and yeah, let's go for it. Boom, turn this shit on. We've got 10K in steel and 1.7 in metal grid, so we should be able to build quite a bit here. Been a little quiet lately. $1.5K on the metal grid, 10.2 on the steel plate, so we should be able to do quite a bit of this armor that I've laid out. And we are at 59 capacity. Plus we have some space weather going on here too, which is code for multiplayer warning up there, upper right hand corner. That's space weather. Because you know what, they could totally have called that space weather in the game instead of having this multiplayer warning come up. Have like a graphic of stormy type of looking swirls and crap that are electromagnetic looking or whatever. I don't know how they would actually visually represent it, but and then just call it space weather, and people would have bought it. You know that. Because when you're flying your ship or you're even walking, that's exactly, it's like, have you ever been in an earthquake, have you ever been in like 90-mile-an-hour winds and had to walk into it, and how you stumble around? It's really hard to walk in those kind of situations. Well, when you're playing this game and this whole multiplayer warning, low sim speed on server comes up, it's like you're walking in molasses, or you're walking through like a 90-mile-an-hour wind at your face. It's just, everything takes so much longer. It's so crazy. And, well, that's exactly what the game is like when this slow sim speed thing comes on. It's like you've got a headwind in front of you. The game itself doesn't necessarily seem to glitch at all when that slow sim speed comes on. And I don't know, I just think it's a good creative way to explain the entire issue of slow sim speeds. Because apparently they're always going to happen. So they've got to come up with a narrative to explain them, you know what I'm saying? At least in the game. And then people are like, oh yeah, okay, I get it now. It's like, it's solar storms or something. It's buffeting our ships. Hell, you could even write it into the story of the game and make it like some ancient alien race whose intentions are unknown, you know, created some system that's been, for the last 100 years, has been buffeting all known spacefaring peoples with gravitational waves that distort time and space, and you know, they could come up with all sorts of crazy narratives to explain away something that's going on that they can't stop from happening anyway. Hey now, quit moving that way. I didn't tell you can keep moving that way. Okay, we're at 54.1%. We have 1.1K of metal grid and 9.2K of steel plate. And I point out the metal grid and the steel plate mostly because those are absolutely the items, the #1 items I need to build this armor. One of the reasons why earlier I went to mine cobalt was because I need it to build the metal grids, which are absolutely necessary in the construction of armor, heavy armor that is. I don't even consider light armor. Light armor is like, it is like the wall of your house. It's nothing. It's sheetrock. Armor is something like steel or something like that. So to me, this heavy armor is actually not even really that great. What I really, really, really need if I want real serious protection are the force shields. That, buddy. Damn it, that just makes me want to go ahead and install the force shield mod. Because here's the fact of the matter. I have no intention of leaving. I am mining I am mining this asteroid up here, so I'm not letting NPC or person scare me off from this location. I think I'll take this particular song out of the playlist. I have to go find it later, but it's pretty obvious. This is all horror-y. I need more expansive, spacey music, not horror stuff. But action stuff is definitely... Oh, we're below a grand on Metal Grid now. We're below 900 on Metal Grid. Around 8,000 on the steel plate. Okay. Just go on this way. Just follow around. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Get your shit back under control, honey. Just lose control of the ship and you can't keep it from doing strange things. Oops. Current count 8.4K on steel plate, 848 on Metal Grid. Oh shit, did I miss one? Yes I did. Here, hold on a second. Let's turn this off here. Let's put a little bit of steel in my pocket. Make sure the welder is off. It is off. 6. Let's just make certain that we're good here. What's going on here? Somebody joining and bringing their ship to attack me again? Or was that just all NPCs? I don't know. I didn't have my HUD on at the time. It sure didn't feel like an NPC at first. That I can say for certain. But because I'm not really, you know, conspiratorial or anything, I quickly, like, well, wait a second, what was the possibility that was actually just an NPC? So, and the more I thought about it, you know, the more I think, yeah, this is probably just an NPC. But I might be wrong. I might be totally wrong. It might have been bad guys. Whatever kind of guys. Who am I to judge? Okay, let's turn this thing back on. This was well done. Well. Tired and wanna go. Tired and wanna go to bed. Tired and drink down and we go. What's gonna stick in my head? Wow, that slow sim is crazy. $8.1K on the steel plate, 711 on the small tube, and we are out of metal grid. Nope, we're at 753 on the metal grid. Sorry, we are not out. 753 on the metal grid. Shit. 518 on the metal grid, 7.4 on the steel plate. Yeah, I think we're going to run out of the metal grid here pretty soon. Need to go get some. Over 63 on the metal grid. I think we're going to get this finished, honestly, because I didn't go down and do the other corner. I stopped here on this corner here, and I'm almost finished with it. Yeah, I think I basically got it all. Now let's go check that the connector underneath, see if we can finish repairing that. I can't remember what it was needing, large tube maybe, something. But yeah, it's underneath here. As soon as we go check this connector, if we have everything we need to fix it, we will fix it. If not, fuck it, we'll get to it eventually. But I can just swing by here real quick and check it out. You know what I'm saying? And if it's not, if I can't repair it, I can just go on, right on by to the left. rise up, set myself right on the touch on the pad there. I'm gonna have to. I'm not gonna. Well, I will dock because I need to pick up supplies, but metal grid specifically. We're at 41% capacity. I really should go ahead and rip that thing out of there and replace it, but I don't want to do it right now, honestly. It's going to be long and drawn out, guaranteed. To replace that. I guess I don't have what it takes. Let's see here. Let's turn this off. We've got steel plate, small tube, motor, computer, construction, large tube, display. We even have 5 reactor components and metal grid. What the hell does this thing need that I don't have? Motor. I swear to God I have motor right here. Oh, you know what it is. It's got... I've got to clean out the debris. Why can't I? Piss me off. Huh, that's weird. I don't have any debris, but it's fixed now. I wasn't ever going to park there to begin with. That's why it didn't matter if I had what it needed or not. I was basically just kind of heading that direction anyway. I was going to go underneath there and check and eventually come up here and touch down. Okay, let's set this baby down. I'm going to go ahead and connect to the connectors here. Although we are at 40% on capacity, what we have isn't really what we're needing. So we're going to get rid of a lot of stuff and go back to mostly steel and plate now because we've repaired everything. Everything's fixed. Or at least tangentially improved to certain degrees. I won't say that it's better or anything, but or any more survivable necessarily than it was prior, but I definitely did lay more armor down. Now let's go check and see what still needs to be repaired. Server is begging for a reboot. Not really, it's just I'm imagining what it means. Okay. The sensor 2. Okay, oh yeah, we're still going like crazy on there, aren't we? Okay, got all of that, pretty much all of it up armored. There's the other corner that's not up armored yet, but we'll deal with that tomorrow. But for right now, I'm going to go see if I can find me a script that will do everything. That will not shoot until shot upon. These are the requirements. I don't want to shoot until somebody shoots at me first. And I want it to be automatic. Whether it's a human or an NPC, if we get shot, all my guns are going to turn on that target and shoot the fuck out of it. That's what I want. So I'm going to get that program block, and we will go from there. It's 2312 minus 6 GMT. Well, I take that back. This time of year, because of US regs, minus my actual time zone is minus 5 GMT. But yeah. What's up, Night Guard? Were you the one who attacked me earlier? If you go back and take a look at the video, you'll notice that somebody attacked me. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I'm already... I don't care. I've already repaired it all. It was actually a fun diversion. I wish more people would attack me. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. But... If it happens too often, I definitely will get the nanite mod, so that there was some instant, and then use projectors so that everything gets repaired the way it should. I have to think about that. Where would I actually put a nanite projector combo in this station? That'd be kind of hard to come up with. Oh, so you say it wasn't you who attacked me? Night Guard? Are you saying you didn't attack me, or are you saying you did attack me? Hey, if you did, that's great. I don't care one way or the other. I mean, I've got a public server and it's all totally open. I mean, come onto my world, attack me. I am a glutton for punishment. But yeah, I need to go out and repair 4 ion thrusters, a small cargo container, number 29 specifically. And that reminds me too, I need to go into the console here. There you go. CS001. Ooh. CT. ST001. God, I'm stoned. Showing it off. Turrets. Showing HUD off. And I think that's all I was showing. A small cargo 13. I'm going to take that one off too. SM Car G13. Okay. I'm going to go and get a drink. I'll be right back. Yes, join. Hey, I'm back. Night Guard, if you want to reach me, what you need to do is stop and do some mining. You can keep your rescue ship longer than an hour. If you notice, it's only going to say it's going to go away if was it you log off or something, but it won't go away. It'll stick around. Yum, that was so tasty. Chips and cheese. Queso cheese, that's what it is. Specifically, and it's yummy. Okay. Now, what I'm going to have to say, London, is this. You're welcome to join up with me. I'll send you an invite to my faction. But if you rip me off, I'll kick you off kick you off my server. But if you go into your factions screen on your terminal, you're more than welcome to send an invite to me, and I will accept your invite. And when you get to my space station, you can use my cryo tanks, and I have resources. The only thing I really ask is that whatever you see on the ingot board at the lowest level, go mine it and bring it back. It'd be nice to have a little 24-hour operation going here. I know space engineers can be really laggy, but when I'm asleep, somebody else can definitely be playing. When I'm at work, somebody can definitely be playing. And the simple fact of the matter is, if others wanted to go in on the cost of the server, we can get it upgraded to handle, theoretically, more people. But, in all honesty, Space Engineer servers don't scale well. It would be wonderful if Space Engineers could smoothly handle just 32 people. That would be awesome. Okay, there you go, man. You're accepted. Now, one thing about Space Engineers that makes up for the lagginess when you have multiplayer is just going into total flight mode, because it actually seems to smooth out when you're flying instead of walking. When you try to walk, that's when it feels like the molasses. as far as repairing my ship or anything like that, if you want, you can basically have Intrepid, and you can do anything with you want with it. But I would rather you build your own ship, because when I need a second ship, I need a second ship. But I've got 2 ships. Honestly, I really do. I've got my welder, and I've got my miner. Managing the space station really is a chore in of itself. I barely touch Intrepid anymore. So, I mean, you can change the colors, you can do whatever the fuck you want with it. I'd rather you build your own thing, because when I want the ship and need the ship, it's there. But you're not going to get any of these warnings with this. It's, you know, it's completely been hacked and rebuilt. It is a rescue ship, though. Believe it or not. Fucking rescue ship, dude. This is definitely the type of ship you could use to just go on long, extended journeys and explorations, because you got everything you need to refuel and to resupply right here. You just need to go out and be willing to mine the resources. But if you had the mining ship, you can just attach it to the back. Oh yeah, it's got guns too. Detector. I'm actually kind of impressed with myself on how I retrofitted a rescue ship into something that is kind of halfway badass. Definitely has more engines than the traditional rescue ship. And quite honestly, I've seriously thought about putting more right along in here. I'd absolutely get this baby up to speed fast. Oh, this thing's being really laggy. Very laggy. Yeah, it can be putting out 51 megawatts. when it's, you know, fully putting out power, full throttle. Full throttle, that's what I'm trying to say there, full throttle. So it definitely has some potential, I mean, as far as ships are concerned. 2 program blocks, 1 timer block, 2 gyros. Everywhere there was a conveyor, I replaced it with a cargo container, which greatly increased the cargo capacity of the ship. As well, I extended this pipe, this conduit, and put in some cargo containers over here and attached these cryo tanks to the cargo containers, as well as supplied oxygen to the medical bay, which the original rescue ship wasn't capable of doing. And if you notice, in relationship to the rescue ship, I took the roof, because the rescue ship, right about, I think it's about here, it sloped up. So from here all the way back, it was all low level. It was this level right here, with this block right here. Okay. And then about here it slopes up. Well, it didn't have room for any type of conduit conveyor system at all to supply oxygen to the medical unit. Yeah, and you had that little stairway that goes up here, and then the catwalk that goes across right here. Hey, Night Guard, you will probably need to, at the very least, consider stopping somewhere and finding uranium. There is quite a bit in this system, so I don't think you're going to have a problem finding it. Talk about slow sim speeds. Jesus Christ. I still think they need to do, like, it's time distortions or something, and then instead of just, they can make a backstory around the slow sim speeds. Here's another thing that Space Engineers needs to design into the game. You should be able to broadcast your voice over that 50K antenna. What's the... Yeah, 50K. Tell you what, Night Guard, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and go to the cryo tank and log off. That way everything will smooth out for you. God dang it. I have an armory here. No. Oh, interesting. Somebody took a gun, actually. Yep, somebody definitely did. My suggestion in slow sim speed situations is to fly, don't walk. Oh shit. I lost contact with the server. Well, there's only one thing to do when this happens. I'll lose everything in my inventory, but it's not like I had a lot in my inventory. And you know what? Since I died there, let's go ahead and wrap things up for today. I think that I actually accomplished quite a bit as far as all that goes. Because I got attacked, that induced me to do something that I've been putting off for quite some time, which is start covering my gun placements in armor. So I've got that project started pretty well over halfway there now. I completely refilled our supplies of cobalt. And cobalt is something that it seems kind of rarer than gold, but you don't come across it too often. And you definitely need it for heavy armor. I did a little bit of looking at... Oh, you know what? There was something I wanted to show everybody. Which will have to wait till tomorrow. But, I did a little bit of work on the script for the display panel.